Kampala, capital of the Pearl of Africa, Uganda, for years has faced various challenges, but one stands out than any other: street children. An estimate of 10,000 children roam along the streets of this nation, and 6,000 of those living in the capital Kampala alone. According to Kampala Capital City Authority, a further 16 are joining them every day, with most of them coming from Napak district in northern Uganda. Various reasons have led to the influx of these young kids along these streets, ranging from poverty, abandonment, dropping out of school, and food shortage. But one has stood out in recent times: child abuse. Many children have turned out to be a pool of labor during these COVID times. I'm Emmanuel Lole, a Ugandan journalist and documentary filmmaker. For weeks, my team and I have followed up the living environment of these children to find out how they survive, even in these tougher times with the urgency of the pandemic. In the quest to interact with them, my biggest obstacle is language barrier.
Kati muwera wa unakaa wapi after inaenda wapi?
Most of these kids leave their homes with little or no canon knowledge of English, a national language in Uganda. This leaves them at the mercy of using signs in requisition for what to eat or pocket for the day. Under the scorching sun and the heavy April showers, these children strive amidst all conditions to survive. These harsh weather conditions expose them to real-life danger, and in such a situation, with no medical attention given to them, these street kids are left at the mercy of their already vulnerable immunity. Girls and boys ranging from age 1 to 18 roam along these streets of Kampala day and night. This leaves them prone to sexual abuse, commercial sexual exploitation. Over time, these kids have mastered the art of surviving on these streets, and their biggest threat is KCCA, an authority responsible for all activities in the city. This authority has over time exercised arbitrary arrests and mass roundups to curb this problem. But it clearly seems that they have mastered these same old tricks. In the middle of this report, I get a big hint for the recent rise in figures of street kids, but this time not in Kampala. We drive 22 kilometers from the capital to Mukono district, where prostitution, a rising factor for the increasing numbers of street children has emerged again. But in order for me to achieve this, it means I have to wait till dusk to dig out how these potential mothers conduct their business. Unfortunately, my quest and investigation on these ladies, some as young as 17, is cut short. Soon enough, one of them discovers I'm filming them and quickly lashes at me. Many of these ladies often expose themselves to unwanted pregnancies because they rely on drugs and alcohol to keep them awake all night, baiting themselves for their lucky catch.
Bazaala abaana nga tebeetegese lwakuba nti olumu agenda n'afuna omusajja kati wafuna omusajja oyo ne bagenda bagiyita short ne bagenda mu short bisobola owaba n'afuna olubuto accidentally kati wafuna olubuto accidentally ate kati omwana tatekinga keya kumufaako nti nno kamufeeko mwana wange namuzaala njagala akibalanga bastard child era olumufuna bw'ati nga mutwala nga musuula ku kkubo olumusuula ku kkubo taddayo kumanya nti kino kimufaako oba kiri eri oba kiye asuula busuuzaawo taddamu kumanya nti kino na kino omwana.
In the same night, I'm lucky to bump into a group of street children known as the Kawenja group, literally translated as the hunters. These young street children, ranging from 8 years to 20, are not ordinary bush hunters, but rather hunters of trash material they trade to earn a penny for survival. With no safety and protective gears, I realized the high risk of infection these children expose themselves to in search for what can sustain their already unpleasant life. With the large bags of garbage and trash, these children can only get as much as what can take them through the day, roughly $1 per day. This can only cater for a simple meal with barely no savings left.
Esa eno wejjulo bulungi ngeno maze ofuna mu nkumi zange nga 5 ngejjudde bulungi kilo bagigwa nusu bibiri ennusu bibiri 12 kati mulimu bino ebibokisi ebicupa ebyo kali mulaba buno buveerayo butyo wanusu 5 kati era ebijamu kimu ekibeera kyokka naye ekirala bino ebibokisi nga linga kino eno wekiyikako amazzi tebakigula ekigendako obuto tebakigula nekibaaoyo kirina kuba nga bwe kino nga kiri kinene bwokiraba akitukula kyoke kigende.
Amidst all the challenges, I'm lifted with the enthusiasm, determination and hope these young boys have to leave the streets someday and settle for a better meaningful life. But this can only come with a helping hand.
Nze nga bwe ndi wano eno nakoma mu P5 Sasa wazone wefuna nyongerayo ziyawo nensoma kyekituluma ffe bannange era nawe omuntu yagamba bannange kundi oli mudde oli mulalu abayo mulanga mukubire ngikubira tuyambeko tuyambe basituli afaana street atuita babbi tuyambe eje batugambe bateereoka kabiina mutegamu nga Sende West obana ffe tubateeredemu ku Musende West emirimu tusobola ogikola bona abantu tasobola kukola bona basobola okukola.
With the lukewarm and long-term rehabilitation plan of the government for these kids, their well-being is left at the will of the generous individuals and other non-government organizations.